The Rockets play before the hometown. Crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, here's Ball. Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
Drops in the tray.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on increased the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the slam by Williams.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Now, here is Smith. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Smith for three. Left side Jackson. Uncovered. Good as the jump shot falls. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy. Into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Here's Ball, following the three-pointer by Boston. Here's Şengün. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. The kick out to Tatum. Over Jackson. Tatum no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Celtics leading by 4. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. He won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Smith. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Williams. The kick out to Tatum. .127 left in the first quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
So both teams making some changes here.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Christopher, no good. Celtics leading by 6. All alone. It's hauled in by Zubac. So it's the Rockets now. It's intercepted. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Down low. Here's Christopher. Here's Portis to stop the run. And the layup is up and in.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major. Not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
That one goes. Count it.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Christopher. 2 on the clock. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, up 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Mark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How is that reset going?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Here's Davis. Up and in on the layup. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Şengün. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
There's Jackson with the three. Rebound, Boston. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Davis drives in. Doesn't go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on. This is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
To the inside. Williams in the post. Pass to Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
That is textbook when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake effectively.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Miller with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now a timeout called by Houston. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Lets the three fly. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. To the left side wing. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. It's a one-hand hole punch.
And it's good. 2 points. Rockets trailed by 13. And stolen by Miller. Shoots from the block. Kept alive. Just 3 on the clock. And there it is for him. He's got 8.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 15 going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Outside Tatum. Going inside. Rebounded by Jackson.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Pass to Şengün. Great D that time from Davis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
To the middle. Here's Smith. Ball with a wide open look. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and, you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals, in my mind, was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Davis. Over Smith. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And finished off by Davis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Daniels. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 15. Portis the screen. Here's Jackson finishing with force. Whoa!
Shook that building all the way up.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
1:39 left in the third.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Jackson looking around. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot. Zubac misses from short range. Celtics leading by 13. For Boston, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And here's Houston. Pass to Portis. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass. Constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
Back to Black. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 14.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Back to Jackson. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Christopher. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics lead by 16.
46.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rockets trailed by 16. Now Ball. Pass to Şengün for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Şengün's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. Here's Black. Over to the wing. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession. The Celtics working the ball around now. Second shot opportunity. That shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Shot on the wing. And that one goes long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Miller. Şengün with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Miller surveying the floor. Can't hit that one. Smith with the defensive effort. Baseline jumper. And it's Houston with another.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Ooh, Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Left side, Ball. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Rockets now. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. And there's the drive. Cuts off the pass. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Black.
2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. Tries again. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Jackson from long range. Pass to Smith. Back to Ball. Smith outside. Wide open look. That shot no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that will push the lead to double digits. Houston now, time running out. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 10. And 101 left in the game.
And this just goes to show how much of a difference focus makes. Good win here for Boston.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Davis.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And yes, it's good. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's the Celtics now. They led by as many as 18 points. Can he keep it going? Rebound by Christopher. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but